So now we have a question here. Now this question talks about how many pairs of positive integers xy exist such that HCF of xy plus LCM of xy is equal to 91. Now this is again a very important question, and it is of the standard that can come into the CAT examination. Now how do we solve this? It says that the HCF of x and y plus LCM of x and y is equal to 91. Now how do we solve this? Now suppose the HCF of x and y, we start like this. HCF of x and y, suppose, is say h. So x can be written as h into a, for example, and y can be written as h into b, right? So what will be the LCM of x and y? An important point that you have to understand. So the LCM of x and y will be equal to, just think about it, it should be equal to h into a into b, right? Because what is actually LCM? LCM is actually the lowest common multiple of x and y. So h into a into b is divisible by x as well as it is divisible by y. So that should be the LCM. Now, as per the question that we have, HCF of xy plus LCM of xy is equal to 91. That means we have HCF of xy is what? H plus LCM of xy is what? H into a into b, and as per the question it is equal to 91. So now we have to find the solution to that. What does this mean? This means that h into 1 plus a into b is equal to 91. Now let us try to understand this particular thing. What exactly is happening here? What do we find here now? We find here that h into 1 plus a into b is equal to 91. Now h here is the HCF of x and y, and another point to note here is that is about a and b. What is a and b? A and b are two numbers, of course, but at the same time they are going to be mutually prime. If they are not mutually prime, then what is going to happen? H cannot be the HCF, right? I hope this is very clear. Just think about it. If you want, you can pause this video and try to understand what I said. I said that A and B are going to be mutually prime. That means they are not, none of the numbers A or B should not have any common factor. That means A can be 3, B can be 4. But A cannot be 3 and B 6, because then B has one common factor of A, right? So I hope this is very, very clear. So now the question that we have in front of us is, now we have to find out h is equal to h into 1 plus a dot b is equal to 91. So what could be the solution of this? 91, what could be the factors of 91? So we have 91 is equal to what? What could be the factors? It could be 1 into 91, right? Or it could be say 13 into 7 is equal to 91. 13 into 7, right? What else can it be? Any other factor for 91? 1 into 91, 13 into 7, that's it. So we can have 1 into 91 or 13 into 7, 91, right? So here it means that h can be 1, and in that case 1 plus AB will be equal to 91. So if h is equal to 1, it implies that 1 plus AB is equal to 91, which implies that AB is equal to 90, right? Very important thing. Now why we are doing like this? Because we have to find out what could be the possible values of A and B. Now AB is equal to 90. So now how can AB be equal to 90? What could be the values of A and what could be the value of B so that AB is equal to 90? So what could be the possibilities? Possibilities for A dot B to be equal to 90. What are they? The possibilities are either A dot B could be say 1 to 90, right? Or it could be 2 into 45, or it could be any other guess? It could be say so it could be 2 into 45, or it could be say 5 into 18, right? Or what could be the other possibility? 1 into 90, 2 into 45, 5 into 18, or the other possibility could be equal to 9 into 10. So we have got 4 possibilities of A and B if h is equal to 1. Okay, now the other possibility is if suppose h is not equal to 1, if h is equal to say 13, what does this mean? It implies if h is equal to 13, it implies that now the point here is h into h 1 plus AB 1 plus AB should be equal to 13. No, sorry, it should be equal to 91. It implies now if h is equal to 13, it implies that 1
It's 1 o'clock
plus AB is equal to 7, which implies that AB is equal to 6. Now what are the possibilities for AB to be equal to 6? Possibilities for A comma B would be equal to 1 into 6, or it could be equal to 2 into 3. So there are 2 possibilities. Okay, and here we had there are 4 possibilities. Right, now in a similar fashion, now suppose if h is equal to say 7, if h is equal to say 7, What does this mean? It implies that h into 1 plus ab is equal to 91. It means that 1 plus ab will be equal to 13, which implies that AB will be equal to 12. Now, so what could be the possibilities? Possibilities for A dot B will be equal to, either it will be 3 into 4 is 12, that's it. 3 into 4, or it could be 6. Now, A and B have to be mutually prime. It cannot be 6 into 2. One important point to understand. 3 into 4 or 1 into 12. So here we again have two possibilities. So total 8 possibilities is equal to the answer, which is our answer. This is what the question was asking. How many pairs of positive integers x, y exist such that HCF of xy plus LCM of xy is equal to 91? So the answer will be total of 8 possibilities. So one important thing that you have to keep in mind while you are solving such questions is that you should get into the habit of making a list, a systematic list, the way it has been made in this question. I have been able to make different lists here. Say for if h is equal to 1, what could be the possibilities of A and B? See, if h is equal to 1, possibilities of A and B is 190, 245, 518, 910. So you should not be scared of doing that, or you should not get bored of doing that, because this question, these type of questions in CAT examinations are actually testing your skill and your patience of actually making all kind of combinations possible by making these kind of lists, or they are trying to actually see how concentrated you are, whether you really keep the track of the question or you forget it after some time. So you need to have a very good concentration on of what actually the question has been asking, and you should not be scared of making a list. This question initially was looking as very tough, going to be, you know, probably you must have thought that this is going to take a lot of your time, and it is really time consuming, as you have to make a lot of combinations you have to prepare. But here you see that if you make these lists, like if h is equal to 1, the value of AB is equal to these 4, and if h is equal to 13, the value of AB is equal to these 2, if h is equal to 7, the value of AB could be this, and if value of AB changes, similarly the value of x and y will change, and therefore if A and B can have 8 different possibilities, 4 plus 2 plus 2, we will have x and y also having 8 different possibilities, and that is what the question has been asking here. So thank you very much, my friends. This was what I just wanted to explain in this question. It gives you actually a very good idea of what are the kind of questions that can be asked in the CAT examination. So keep watching. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.